If they didn't comply, they're fucked. Stop complying, start defying. There will be no change. There is no change through the political system. We're not going to change anything through the political system because its very structure is there to stop anything changing. We have to change it by not cooperating with the system. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. Freedom or tyranny, that's the choice. Blue pill, red pill. And it is a choice, that's the wonder. We are in a situation where we are still in control of our destiny by the choices we make, but we need to make them together and work together. Mind prison or free thought, choice. Matrix has us or Matrix doesn't have us, choice. Awaken from the program. Open your mind to consciousness. Open your mind to all possibility. Open your heart to infinite forever. That, again, is the revolution, and this conspiracy and this fake matrix will not survive that revolution of perception, that revolution of energy, that revolution of frequency, that revolution of human society beyond the bounds of time and space. Open your heart. Open your heart. Make that the point that we interact with reality. Open your heart to beyond time and space, so intuitively we get the inspiration, the insight, the knowing that is there to be tapped beyond time and space. Not ahead of our time, beyond time. It's all there just waiting to be tapped into. Saying, come to me, come to me, come to me. People say, when's the cavalry coming? If the cavalry came, it would not be the cavalry because it would be in our frequency and thus in our perceptions. Thus, we have to open our heart to the cavalry, and the cavalry is us. It's not some guy in a spaceship. It is the greater self that we've become disconnected from. Rise of the truth vibrations. This vibrational information change. The heart tunes us into them. The heart starts the revolution, the adventure out of the program into true self. And we start to dance to a different drum. What a great line that is. Those who danced were thought to be quite insane by those who could not hear the music. More and more are starting to hear the music. Awaken, awaken, awaken. We now have a period of vibrational expansion coming up. If we can open our hearts and just tune with it and go with it. Lose yourself, girls, as my mate used to say in the 60s. Go for it, girl. Open your heart and just see where it takes, where the vibration takes, out of mind, out of program, into heart, just flowing with the energy, the information, the awareness that this space is now pulsating with after the day that we've had. So let's dance to a different drum. Go for it. Violin by the very people they think they're opposing. Top US military official admits our Arab allies are funding ISIS. What happened to those allies? They became part of the terror coalition against ISIS. You couldn't make it up. Kerry meets the Saudis. I just wanted to discuss how we stop the terrorists we're both arming. 2011, Kerry, Assad is a very generous man. When it suits him, you go, Assad is evil, I condemn him. And this is how it works. It's very simple. We arm people when it suits us, our agenda. We kill people when it suits our agenda. We say this when it suits our agenda. We say the opposite when it suits our agenda. That's the common theme. So he didn't get his Syrian war, unfortunately for him, because people sussed it was a scam. But they're in Syria now because they've scammed the ISIS story. And that's what it's all about. And here is the real reason they're in Syria, to remove him and get around the resistance from the people. It's the totalitarian tiptoe, and here we go. No new war, they said. We've got a new war. We won't bomb in Syria. They're bombing in Syria. This is not about Assad. Let's have a no-fly zone to stop people who haven't got planes. It's about Assad, who has got planes. No boots on the ground. They'll have boots on the ground. We're only keeping the peace. World War III. That's the progression they want. And they want to pull Russia and China into it. It's all part of that Albert Pike scenario. So they're now demonizing Russia. If you look at my books from way back, it was talking about you watch them start to demonize Russia, which is what they're doing now as part of this. And they blame them on bringing that plane down. Hasn't that gone quiet since radar revealed that it was being escorted by 2 Ukrainian jets at the time it went down? And if anyone thinks that that's amazing, well, footage of Ukrainian helicopters firing on its own checkpoint raises questions. They're bombing their own people and then blaming on Russian separatists. This is how the game works. And that is their focus. That's what they want to take over. Then we have Ebola. It just happens to be in 2 fricking countries where there are US biowarfare laboratories. Haven't you got enough room in America? And the Centers for Disease Control in America have a patent on the human Ebola virus. There you go, Sierra Leone closes down US bioweapons lab. I bet they did. Pretty bloody sharpish. Another foreign news outlet links US biowarfare labs to Ebola outbreak. What a coincidence. ISIS, we must intervene in the Middle East. Ebola, we must intervene in Africa. Just a coincidence, nothing to worry about. And then you've got the public health emergency declared in Connecticut over Ebola, civil rights suspended indefinitely and all that shit that they can use. And this is what fear does to people. This is a passenger at Washington Airport waiting to get on a plane. This is how the perception deception works. Fear. Make them fear and they'll give you their power. Our complete state. If you look at this structure, that is designed to keep this status quo in place. So what we're seeing is more and more vicious, psychopathic police states around the world, in Britain and in America. They have a kill list in America. He can kill anyone he likes if it's on the kill list. Doesn't have to go through any judicial oversight. He can take anyone off the streets he likes and not have to take them through due process. So and so it goes on. There's almost a law against everything now because they want to tie us into a web like a spider ties a fly with regulations and laws. We've got this outbreak of luminous jackets. They're breeding, I'm sure they are, in the night. They're all over the place, these things. They're like roundabouts in Milton Keynes. They're breeding. And you've got a certain type of mentality in the administration of all this. I am a Dalek, rules must be obeyed, exterminate, inability. You know, they've got little cracks in their head where the bloody computer chip goes in. What are you? I'm a government administrator. I thought you were. There you go. I bet they have no idea what prats they look. But what this is about is the way the police are turning from the police as we knew them systematically, because of Agenda 21 and what I'm talking about, into the military. More and more vicious. Go into YouTube and put in police violence. You'll be there for bloody months. And what they've been systematically doing, I've been saying this for years, is recruiting people overwhelmingly on the basis of personality type, not ability to do the job. That's why the good cops and the good coppers are disappearing, and these psychopaths are coming in more and more to replace them. Psychopaths who do this. Psychopaths who do this and face no consequences. Police tase a 10-year-old boy at daycare center. It's madness. Here's a new weapon they're introducing that can blind people for up to 15 bloody minutes. Here's a totalitarian tiptoe there. Tasers for the few, tasers for the many, tasers for all. Guns for specialist officers, first guns on routine patrol. They're having a trial of guns on routine patrol, and then guns for all. That's the totalitarian tiptoe of that one. And this is America now, and these are police. They have a system in America now called 1033, the 1033 system, in which police forces can get so-called surplus military technology and weaponry from the military, the US military, and use it to police the local communities. It's unbelievable. But it's not really, because this is the transformation to the police state to impose Agenda 21. Why does a Florida County Police Department need 18 million Apache Attack helicopters? Answer, Agenda 21. This is what it's moving towards. School cops across Texas receiving surplus military gear. School cops. We're here to protect your freedom. No, you're here to take it away because you are the real domestic terrorists. That's the truth. An extremist, a label used to discredit and marginalize anyone whose opinion is a threat to the state because they figured out how corrupt it is while sustaining a constant sense of fear or alarm in the minds of the public. An extremist, someone who's sus-ja. That's what it is. And you can expose war crimes and you go to prison with the key thrown away. You can commit war crimes and you get a Nobel Peace Prize. And this is what the police and law enforcement need to understand. They are part of the 99.9%. And their children and their grandchildren have to live in the world that they are helping to impose on others. And think about this, police officers of this country. This is what's designed to happen. Private security firms are designed to take all of your bloody jobs and take over the policing of the people via corporations. Let's go this way. Oh, there you go. A time to choose. Morality, doing what is right regardless of what you are told. Obedience, doing what you are told regardless of what is right. Which way we go there decides on the world we're going to live in. Every great atrocity is the result of people